So, I want to talk a little bit about my birth story and how this all ties in together. According to my mother, she prayed and asked God for a child. She had my older sister. After having my sister, she desperately wanted a son. So, she was walking the track in our hometown and she cried out to the Lord and asked the Lord to give her a son. The Lord spoke to my mother and told her that a year from that date, she would have a son. And she, in fact, did have my older brother. According to my mother, her pregnancy with me was very difficult. We were getting bigger and bigger, and she also had, I think it's pre-gestational diabetes. I'll insert the technical term here on the screen. So it was rough for her. So again, she was walking around that track in our hometown, and she was crying out to the Lord, basically saying, I cannot do this again. I cannot bear another child. This has to be my last child. So as she was crying out to the Lord, according to my mother, the Lord spoke to her and told her basically, you will do it again. You will have another child and you will have a son, to be exact, and I want you to name him. And the Lord gave my mother my younger brother's name as she was going into labor with me. This did something to me as a child. Hearing her describe everybody's birth story and how there was so much excitement and joy when it came to my sister, because obviously she was the firstborn, and so much joy to have a son, because it's one thing to have a child, but for it to be complete and you have both genders, and then you give your son your husband's last name so that he can carry on that legacy, in which he is to this day. And then as you're carrying me, you don't want to do it anymore because it's rough on your body. The Lord reveals to you that you're going to have another child. This little girl. I would hear those stories. I would hear my siblings' birth stories. And I felt so inadequate. I felt like, what was the purpose of me being born? There was nothing special about my birth. And I also felt that there was a negative connotation or a negative association with my birth because of the challenges that my mother faced while carrying me. As I'm sharing this with you all, the scripture that comes to mind, and I'll insert it on the screen, is, for I know the thoughts that I have for you. Because I know that there's somebody else out there. I know that there are people who maybe your mother was unalive during your birth. I know people who go through childbirth and it's traumatic for the child because of how the child enters the world.